Hey guys, listen, this video is sponsored by a company called Land of Land. I've got you out here. I've made a couple of videos about this company. It's pretty freaking awesome. And basically, as preppers, we're always looking for that bug out location. You may recognize this background from years ago, but let's face it, they're getting harder and harder to find, so we've got to do whatever we can to find them. Now, most people don't know is that there's lots of what they call vacant land. And the nice thing about vacant land is that there's no leaky roofs, there's no clogged drains, there's nothing to repair. It's just raw land. It might have a dirt road in it, kind of like this, you know? And the funny thing is that in some cases you can actually buy land with a credit card, which I found really hard to believe. Now, many of us are looking for a bug out location or just a secure plot of land where a family can go to during a crisis event. And what I want people to do is start thinking about land the same way they think about precious metals. I think it's really important that we be able to make those kind of investments. And that's why I like Land of Land so much. It's just a tremendous opportunity, guys. Now, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Go to the link in the description. Go to landofland.com. Check out what they've got going on there and get yourself in the land business, guys, because you know what? They don't make it anymore. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare start.
Good morning, everyone. If you can give me a sound check, 5x5, something like that, that would be super fabulous. I have to tell you, the internet is doing some very weird stuff this morning. If you guys didn't know, there was another Microsoft issue yesterday. So FYI, if nothing works at work today, now you know that. Okay, I'm going to take a quick look here. I've done something different. I didn't have time to come up with a poll on the YouTube side, but what I did do was start what they call a Q&A. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it's questions. And when one of the questions are, what are your prepper projects? So if you've got a prepper project that you're working on right now, please put that in there so I can actually see what it is. And we will talk about that as it pops up. Also, checking the score. Currently, it's YouTube 17, Rumble 11. So we're going to start with the YouTube guys. And looks like Cool Colt first. And you're surprised. You're very surprised. And good morning to you, my friend. Catitude, number 2. And Bradley Collins, you are deterred. I love it, guys. Let's see here. We got Rose. We got Bob Pita. Bob Pita, one of the newest members to the YouTube membership. If you guys haven't noticed, membership does have its privileges. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and turn that off. There we go. Push that button. Jordan's in the house. We're West Virginia Pappy. We got let's go get your greets from Munich. Andrea, I love Munich, but yeah, I don't know what get greets. I don't know what get greets is. We got JB, we got Royal 2IC. Good morning, my friend. We got oops, we got everybody's telling me 5x5. Heroic Waffles, don't recognize you. Love the name. I kind of like the icon. It's this big, but it kind of looks kind of cool. Let's see here. And Ian is in the house. Over on the Rumble side, Deanna, first, Hicktown Honey, number 2, and Annie Pearson, you are the turd. We also have West Virginia Pappy, who is clearly omnipresent at all times. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I please stick around towards the end of this. I want to explain a few things, have a little bit of an admin moment, but let's go ahead and get right into this. One of the things that I have noticed is that we get so focused on like what we're considering prepper projects because I forgot. I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff I didn't turn on. Hello, me. How are you doing, me? I always forget which button it is. There's that button right there. Let's go ahead and throw this up here, and it's going to be that one. I never get to that one, so we're going to do that one first. There we go. But like I said, these what we consider like our own prepper projects has a lot to do with like, hey, my project is to stack these cans. Hey, my project is to fill this water jug. And that's not really a project. The project is just when you're like building something, you're creating something that could be unique, or maybe you're following someone else's plan and you're building it for yourself. And it's going to be something that could actually save somebody's life in the future. It's going to be something that's going to benefit you, give you the ability to thrive and not just survive. So we're going to cover 10 of those guys right there. Went out and dug up some information for you on the old interwebs, kind of put it in a word format so that everybody can easily digest it. As usual, guys, you guys know the thing. When I'm talking about a subject, you're writing about a subject. Then we talk about what you wrote. So I'm going to make sure that the comments are on for all of that. Kentucky Goatman, good morning, young man. Good morning. All right, so we're going to take a sip of coffee. And if you guys didn't notice, if you're in the Discord, if you're on the member side, Cool Colt has got the only LP sticker that I've ever like put my initials on. and you can see too, it's like it's like dash LP. It's some very knuckle dragger signature. But he's got the only one that I've ever put out there before. I kind of felt sorry for him. He was the winner of the radio that would not be won. So he it finally showed up. Also, guys, I'm very happy to say that LP is starting to feel much better. If you were on the member side, where we actually like develop personal relationships with people, he's been fighting with some medical issues, and by the picture, he's got a pretty good smile on his face. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. California call for winner. I really wish if you guys notice up on the screen, there's like this crazy symbol next to Bradley Collins' names. That means he's actually a YouTube member. On the YouTube side, you'll see something completely different, but that's how this software identifies those specific icons that are showing up on the screen whenever he posts something, or whenever any of the members do post something. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. Like, what is all this stuff? Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to drink a little bit of coffee, because coffee is king. All right, so the very first thing that I want to talk about, you guys. All right, guys, in my three pillars, what is the very first thing? What's the number one thing in my three pillars? I'm going to give you guys a second to type it in the chat while I actually sip more coffee. Let's see who's first. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I know there's a like a lag between. There it is. Boom. It came in. Bradley Collins. Bradley Collins is, the algorithm said Bradley Collins was first, so I put him. Yes, water, guys. Water. All right, let's see here. We're gonna go ahead, and now they're all gonna come like stream it in here. No, security. Security is number 3. The first thing is water. Water, food, security. Okay, let's see here. Food, water, security. I got you. Okay, so at least you guys are tracking. You're tracking. I can appreciate that. You're paying attention in class. So this is good. So my number one project, air. Air is not on my priority list. I can survive without air for a little while. Okay, so my number one project is a home water filtration system. So WFS, water, food, security. There you go. I never noticed that. WFS. Ian, I might trademark that. I might trademark that. Let's see. WFS. And now it's mine. Thank you very much, Ian. I appreciate you. I will send you $2 commission every time somebody uses that for when they pay me $1 million. Okay, let's see here. Good morning, Laser. Good to see you. So water filtration system. Reliable water supply is crucial for any prepper, and creating a DIY home water filtration system can be a game changer. Utilizing materials such as activated charcoal, sand, gravel, and containers, you can build a multi-stage filtration system. This setup can effectively remove contaminants from water, making it safe to drink. Additionally, incorporating a simple solar still can help purify water using the sun's heat, ensuring the constant supply of clean water in emergencies. Now, water. Oh, you got me, Goatman. Oh, I need to TM that, man. Okay, royalties. There you go. So water, food, security, and TM. There we go. TM. It's funny. Nobody's ever actually asked me about that TM that I use. It's hilarious. So there's actually a standing in patent law that says that if you say something or use the written word in a certain format long enough and nobody else does, that it actually belongs to you. And so people could literally like go and try to get a trademark for good stuff, all one word, the way I spell it with the appropriate capitals and stuff. And then I could like sue you and say, no, I've been using it for years. Please check out all of my social media for the past, I don't know, 5-6 years. I pretty much use it every day. And you would have to pay me royalties. So yeah, now you know that. Cool Colt says, that's mine. I got you, bro. All right, let's see here. All right, Zuckerberg. I don't know what that means, Cool Colt or Kentucky Goatman. Anyway, so what in the hell? My computer just told me good morning. Sometimes I hate this stuff. It's probably part of that Microsoft crap that's going around. Anyway, I'm here on Twitter. Oh, Truth Speak Dad on Twitter. Very nice. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. But it's called X, my brother. It's called X. Get with the times, man. Get in the know. X. All right, let's see here. I think that's great. All right, so let's go ahead and get focused here. AI taking over. I guess so. So when we talk about the home water filter systems, guys, so there is absolutely nothing wrong with you buying a Endeavor. Use Windows. Use Linux. Windows is for sheep. Okay. Let's see here. Lose the caps, you non-boomer. Anyway, so back on point. I'm going to stop looking at the chat. Water filtration systems, guys. Obviously, we need this to, the rule of threes. It's pretty simple. It's right there in the middle, but the ability to create a water filtration system, I think we take for granted. I would like to see everybody build their own water filtration system. No, you don't have to. If you really want to go like Barney and like build it with sand and gravel and charcoal and so on and so forth, hey, that's great. I'm with you, because believe it or not, there's I built a rain catchment system that had this water filtration system in the bottom. I'm trying to remember. I think it's called like a sediment filter or a sediment filtration system. And basically, the water, you fill the your water catchment barrel up with these different layers of product, right? And then the rain comes in and it slowly is filtering out all those things. And it takes like a month before until it's making like perfectly pure water, taking all the gook and whatever out of it. So you can actually build that. You can put that onto your water filtration system. And I'm talking huge, like a 55-gallon drum as far as water filtration. It supplies enough positive pressure on the system to actually push through, using gravity, obviously, to push the water through the system. No, it's called a silt filter, I think. Silt filtration system. But it's all gooey and ucky when you first start using it, and then after about a month, the water is pure. The other thing you guys can do is obviously you can make the bucket system. I don't understand why people don't. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to get straight to the point. I don't understand why people don't have water machines in their houses. I have one. I use it every single day. I fill it up once a week. It's not an issue. It takes 4 pitchers of water to fill it up. I normally top it off with a 5th one after I run it overnight. Literally, you just fill it up. I just fill it up on a Sunday night. And then a Monday morning, I put another pitcher in it, and it's all this drinking water for an entire week. I know that some of you actually have purchased one. If you go to localprepper.net and you go to My Trusted Products, slide all the way to the bottom, you'll see the water machine. Why am I telling you about this? Because we're talking about home water filter systems. If you were going to buy the filters, if you're going to go out and say, screw this sand and charcoal and stuff, you're going to end up paying a lot of money for the filters. Okay. It's the truth. You're going to end up, if you're going to pay for the real filters, I won't say quality, I'll say the real filters. Okay. So I always point people to the water machine because you can buy the filters for $75. And if you try to buy those same filters made by Berkey, you're going to pay $120 for them, possibly even more with the inflation the way it is these days. So I always point them there to buy the filters. Also, I do have a code there, so use that and you'll save yourself some money. I haven't made any money on the water machine in some time because I just use the damn thing. I don't really promote it because it's not this new thing for me. It's become part of my life. So hopefully you guys will do that. If you want to build your own, buy the spigots, all that stuff, you'll still need the filters. You'll still not want to spend $120 on filters. So do me a favor, check that out. Like I said, it's matter of fact, there's not even a link in the description for it. So it's completely unplanned. But I'm going to go ahead and check the chat here real quick here and see what we got. Spag showed up. What's up? Isn't that ironic? Spag showed up and there's a picture of him on the screen. Let's see here. All right. Savage Lee, took me a whole summer. I filled a steel barrel with homemade charcoal, sand, gravel, layers. I figure I have about 2 feet of charcoal, Boy Scout style. After that, I run it through a Berkey. Why? Why? That's Savage. I'm curious. Why? I mean, there are no other words other than why. If you're just going to filter water, then pre-filter it through, just pre-filter it through sand and then run it through your Berkey. Let's see here. True Speak Dad built a cool 3-bucket system. There you go. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Cool 3-bucket system. Let's see here. One of the things is just pre-filtering the water. It's going to save whatever true filtration system, like whatever system you're using to get you got to remember there's a difference between a filtration system and a purification system. For instance, the Grail is a purification system. It takes basically whatever takes the bugs out of it is the purification system. Whatever takes the particulates out is the filtration system. So roll that around in your head for a little while. It's like double proof whiskey. That is hilarious. Let's see. Okay, so no one has put their projects. I'm wondering if you guys are. I don't understand what's happening on the. What? Has anybody responded? Do me a favor. Put a 1 in the chat if you have responded. We need to pump the algorithm up real quick. Do me a favor. Put a 1 in the chat if you have responded to the Q&A question. Put a 2 in the chat if you have not responded to the Q&A question. The Q&A question was, what are your prepper projects? Because I'm looking at it and like YouTube is doing some really funky stuff right now where all I see is the Q&A. I don't see any chat. I don't see anything. I just see the Q&A. So let's see. West Virginia Pappy says, I heard water traveling through 150 foot of limestone is purified. Don't know if it's true. I mean, I don't know about those actual dimensions. What I can tell you is that does hold a solid bit of logic. The water that has spent like forever moving through 150 foot of rock is probably going to be extremely pure. Now, bacteria-wise, I don't know. Maybe the bacteria can't survive. Man, I really wish I knew the answer to that, but I've seen people drink water off rocks and didn't die. So I'm going with yes. Let's see here. I'm on vacation. No projects going on this week. I got your royalty. See, everybody's got to do it. All right. So nobody put anything in the Q&A. So I'm just going to kill that. So I'm never going to use that again. We're going to go ahead and end the Q&A. and confirm. There we go. And hopefully it'll disappear. And now the chat will pop back up. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. All right, let's see here. We're going to pop that over there. And you guys, thank you guys for participating. It is greatly appreciated. So cool, Colt, you couldn't have done one. I just deleted it. Where we got here? Catitude says, as long as it's coming out of a running stream. I mean, that makes sense. Running water tends to be more pure. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and move on to something more closer, near and dear. I did it before. I did it. Oh, you did it before you did. I never saw it, man. I never saw it, Colt. It was just, I don't know. I'll have to experiment it. There's still lots of things I have to learn about the YouTube stuff now that the channel's monetized. So we'll get there. We will get there. Oh, by the way, what was the commercial that they played before the live stream started? I'm kind of curious. It's getting back to my hydroponics project. Oh yes, I love that. Hopefully the stuff you're growing is like, matter of fact, was it tomatillos? Yeah, tomatillos is what you were growing. Cool, Colt. Ian says I put one in there just before. Okay. Land of Land. No, Land of Land is the sponsor for this live stream. I'm talking about like a commercial, because I think what's happening is these live streams, because I'm using this software, the monetization on the YouTube side is not going through, because as it starts, it's not monetizing. I have to go to another PC, turn the monetization on, and so I'm wondering. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Bradley says, I've seen videos of people drinking from a mountain spring from a pipe. Guy did a water test and it was 10 times worse than the local water. Wow. That sucks. Bradley says, I was growing tomatillo. So you finished. So what are you going to plant now? That's what I want to know. Let's see. Giardia can be in running water. I think Giardia can be in pretty much anything, but most of the time Giardia comes from groundwater where animals have urinated. I've picked 5 so far, so they're still growing. Gotcha. I got you. Okay. Beecher showed up. Hey, what's going on, bro? All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. So the next thing is solar power generation. Believe it or not, you can do this yourself, and I recommend that you do it. Harnessing solar power is a suitable way to ensure power during outages. During a DIY solar power system involves installing solar panels, a charge controller, batteries for energy storage, and an inverter to convert the stored energy into usable electricity. This project can range from small-scale setups to power essential devices to larger systems capable of running household appliances, providing a renewable energy source. Guys, 100%. So, life experience. I wasn't always, am I doing it? Why can I never get this right? I wasn't always the guy that used those. Okay. I had an experiment years ago, very quickly, where I was using car batteries. You can actually go to your local junkyard and buy a car battery for like $20. They test it for you right there to make sure that it actually has a charge. And I had 10 car batteries, the side mount that had the side lugs. I had 10 car batteries linked together to 4 100-watt, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 50-watt panels. Charge controller that I bought off Amazon for almost nothing, and an inverter that I think it was like a 1500-watt pure sine wave inverter. Guys, this stuff, all these components you can buy. Not a joke. You can do this. Positive, negative. That's it. There's not even a ground. So you can do all of this stuff quite easily. Now, everybody's like, never use a car battery. That's rah, 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 rah. Okay, listen. So car batteries are designed to have high amps and to put out lots of power, like a punch. Okay. Whereas your standard deep cycle batteries are designed to put out a low amount of amps over a long period of time. That's the only difference in these things. So as long as you're not burning your batteries down past 50%, they do work in a pinch. In the apocalypse, no one is going to care whether it's a car battery or not. So it was an experiment. It worked. I used it during hurricanes all the time, and I would lose power for anywhere for 3 to 9 days. And I was running. I only use that for my. I didn't want to blow up my fridge, so I didn't use it on that. So I used it for the TV. I used it for the direct TV satellite and the PlayStation and a fan. Basically, this thing powered my living room. And I would run it for days on end, no problem whatsoever. The biggest problem is you'd have to figure out how to like when to stop using power during the day so that it actually charged better. So these are projects that you guys can do. Not even an issue. I'm not joking. You can go to Tractor Supply. Not Tractor Supply. What's the place where you can buy all the tools? Someone put it in the chat. Harbor Freight. There you go. I beat you. Anyway, but you can go there and you can buy half of these supplies. The big thing is the batteries. The batteries are the most expensive parts. And right now, the older generation solar panels, the big square, ugly, clunky aluminum ones, those things are like $100 for 100 watts. Very affordable, very affordable. Buy it one piece a month, one piece per payday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, it's so easy to do. You should really look into something small. If anything, just to power up your whatevers. I actually did an experiment. I'm not joking. I had an old one of those old car jump boxes that the connection to to charge it was just completely burnt out. So I just wired it with a 20-watt solar panel, and all I do is charge USB stuff with it. It's crazy. And it's huge. It's a huge, big, bulky battery too. And so you can do so much with so little. I recommend people get into solar power generation because it's stupid easy. Stupid easy. All right, I'm going to go to the chat here real quick. On the Rumber side, Hicktown Honey did get that Harbor Freight in there. I love it. Find an electric forklift battery if possible. Well, that is very interesting to know, West Virginia Pappy. Very interesting. Are those 24 or 12 volts? Please let me know in the chat. All right, let's see. Morning Breacher. Well, Cool Colt says I had to change placement, and yeah, it got pushed and back burned, and I never got back to it. Oh, I have everything. I just need to finish setting in new location. I got you. So you were working on a solar system. I got you. Yeah, I highly recommend it, guys. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I really wish I had some place to set one up here in this town that I live in. It's very weird where I'm living. It's hard to describe because it would give away my location. That breaks OPSEC. Can't do that. Anyway, so yeah, do that. All right, let's see here. What's Elusive says? Elusive, new to the channel. Hey, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Working on an experiment myself using a ram pump to generate electricity using an alternator and a converter. That's interesting. Are you saying ram pump like water, like from your well to generate electricity? That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Let's see here. Ian's, excuse me, guys. Ian says forklift batteries are normally 6 volts per battery. All right, so we just put those guys in series, right? Do I do that in series or circuit? Inquiring minds want to know. Let's see here. I have homemade solar light system on chicken house, barns, and shops. That is, guys, that's what I'm telling you. There's no reason not to have solar capabilities. I could go to Walmart and spend. I'm sorry, I can't do that anymore. I can go to the $1.25 tree store, okay, and buy several $1.25 tree lights for $1.25 a piece. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason not to have this. You can buy the more expensive ones over at the Wally World, and actually have like light, you know. I used to have one that I ordered off Amazon for that actually has a motion sensor on it that you could remote, so that you could get it like way up high, but you could put your solar panel over there. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a stupid rinky-dink little 10 watt panels, nothing, but they're more than enough to keep that battery charged. And the light put out a lot of light. Anything that frickin' moved underneath my chicken coop, boom, that light came on. Now, did it help keep them away? No, but at least it let me know I need to do something. So nice. Let's see here. Luciv says, yes, sir. Ram pump uses no electricity at all, just water pressure. That's pretty smart, dude. You need to keep us in the loop on that one. That is some high fangled prepper brain work right there. You know, let's see here. Wired in series up to 48 volts. There you go. So remember to wire in series when you want to increase the voltage. Okay, let's see here. Harbor Freight sells PTO driven generators up to 1,500 watt. Interesting. PTO driven generators. PTO. I don't know what if you say PTO to me, I think about the part of my lawnmower. I don't know what that is. Andy says golf cart batteries are good too. Yes, from that's the prepper wet dream right there. It's a golf cart batteries. But I'll be honest with you guys, now with the lithium ions, the prices are starting to come down on those. Those are the magic. Do not mix them. They do not mix well with other power sources. All right, see here. Tuck says, I want a remote sensor light like yours. Dude, they're on Amazon. Just it's so the light has a sensor on it. So obviously anything moves, it goes off, right? But instead of having the solar panel slammed on the top of it, it's wired out to some other place that you can like get it in the sun. So they're all over Amazon. Let's see here. Bradley Collins says, where are we at here? Bradley Collins says, the best batteries I have seen is marine batteries. They seem to hold a deep charge. Yes. Back when I was into boating, God knows I threw a lot of money into that hole in the ocean. But yes, my boat had two batteries, one for starting and one for running. And it always ran on the deep cycle. So yes, deep cycle batteries for the marine deep cycle batteries are pretty good, especially if you can get the sealed ones, because that means you'll never have to worry about monitoring them. All right, so we're going to move off of solar and be driven by tractor or other equipment. I got you. All right, so where are we at here? Homemade composting toilets, guys. Listen, we've got it. This is a dirty subject that nobody thinks about. Nobody thinks about sanitation in the future. Okay, if you only have about, regardless of where you live, if you're on city water, you only have about 3 days worth of water. Okay, because that's how much water is in that frickin' tower. All right, and if that tower doesn't have a generator that has more than 3 days worth of gas in it, you're probably looking at 6 days tops. So at some point, your toilets are going to start backing up. Not a joke. There's actually a whole system, a process within the septic systems that keep those pipes from backing up. Okay, so you need to make some serious considerations about sanitation and hygiene issues that are directly related to the stuff that comes out of our butts. So homemade composting toilets are a possible solution. In situations where plumbing is compromised, a composting toilet becomes essential. Constructing a DIY composting toilet involves using simple bucket system with sawdust or other organic materials to cover waste, promoting composting and odor control. This project helps manage human waste safely and can eventually produce compost for gardening, enhancing self-sufficiency. Now, would we want to do it for that? Well, I guess in a survival situation, I'll fertilize my tomatoes, my tomatillos with a little bit of human poo-poo. I mean, it's not super smart, but it's not also, and once you compost it, I think the heat pretty much sterilizes it. So Where we got here? Tuck, he wasn't sure if that was you. I don't know what's going on here. What's going on here? Oh, everybody's just saying hi. I got you. Hole in the wall. No, the hole in the wall will not work. Oops. You will not be filling your walls with poop. That's not a sanitary or smart thing to do. West Virginia Papty says build an outhouse. Absolutely 100%. But let's be honest, guys. The outhouses used to have to get moved a lot because it does take a while to fill up. Basically you have to dig a hole big enough for a man to be in up to his head for it to be a legitimate, a usable outhouse. Also, you have to think about your water line, and you have to think about any contamination into your water system if you were on a well. So be cautious when you think about it that way. If your plan is to dig how many holes in the ground can you dig in your backyard to survive for a year? So some food for thought. You should be thinking about it. All right, let's see. Outhouses require maintenance as well. Very true. Very true, Tuck. Elusive says, actually, gray water isn't that uncommon to use to fertilize your veggies. Gotcha. Nice. But isn't septic water considered black water? Let's see here. Oh, so the next thing we're going to talk about is raised garden beds. Now, this is actually super easy to do, and I recommend that if you do have a garden, get off the ground. It makes it as we get older, bending over is a pain in the butt, or actually a pain in our back. But getting you off the ground also make sure that you don't have grass starting to grow in your garden, weeds grow in your garden. It keeps many of the insects away from your garden that would normally just crawl right up into it. Let's see what else does it do. There's something else, but it doesn't come to my head. If you know what it is, put it in the chat. And I haven't gone over the score in a while. Looks like YouTube's still winning 29-28. All right, let's see here. So raised bed gardens, growing your own food is a vital skill for preppers. We must be able to grow our own food, and raised garden beds offers an efficient solution. Constructing raised beds from wood, brick, or other materials allows for better soil control, improved drainage, and easier maintenance. There it is. Oh, first one of the morning. Drink. These gardens can be tailored to fit small spaces, providing a manageable way to cultivate vegetables, herbs, and fruits, ensuring a steady food supply. Let's see here. West Virginia Pappy on Rumble says, kiddie pool on sawhorses can trim under it. I got you. Kiddie pool. I don't know about the kiddie pool thing, man. I don't think it will actually hold the weight of the soil right. I think you'd have some long-term issues there. I don't know if I'd build it like that. Let's see here. But maybe you put a piece of plywood under it and that solves the problem. Let's see here. Poop water is black water. Yes, I know. Need lime if doing an outhouse. Lime. What do we need lime for? Talk to me, Rose. Talk to me. Rose is freaking smart, guys. I had no idea Rose was this. I'm not joking. I've seen several messages from Rose on the YouTube, and this lady is quick. Let's see here. A proper outhouse with 4 people should last 4 to 5 years. A proper outhouse. How big of a hole do we got to dig, Ian? Inquiring minds want to know. Let's see here. Just use ground. Just more. Work to build and fill beds. I got you. What's it say? No, not that. There we go. Catitude can put a screen bottom to keep out moles. I got you. I've seen, honestly, guys, I've seen a lot of people using, and I want to say it was Miss Melody who brought it to our attention. A lot of people are buying the metal horse watering. It's not a buck, it's a waterer. It's very elongated and round on the edges to make raised beds with, and that solves your mole problem right away. Nothing can get in the damn thing. You just fill it up with debris and it actually, the way they say to do it is at the end of the growing season, you're supposed to fill it full of debris like wood pilings, just fill the bottom of it with natural organic material, sticks and leaves and stuff. Oh my, and then put some good soil over the top of it. Maybe mix it with something to loosen it up, and then just let it set until, and then turn it, or should I say, turn the top soil that you've created when you decide to plant in the spring. And the key thing is a lot of people don't know this, but when you make a garden bed like that with all that natural organic material underneath, as it's decaying, it's actually creating heat. And what'll happen is if your roots get to it, it'll burn the roots of the plant and kill it. So it's not good to plant right into that stuff. You need to let that set for a season. Let's see here. Farmers use manure from animals for fertilizer. Yes, absolutely. I wish I had someone that I could talk to about that around here, but I don't. The reality is yes. When I had horses, it was great. Always had plenty of frickin' manure. A horse trough. Thank you, Kentucky Goatman. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Elusive says, I want to build an earth house. Just found out about these things. I think they're the greatest things in sliced bread. Yes, 100% absolutely agree. You're basically building a homemade, it's a bunker. I mean, unless you're talking about like, unless you're talking about like an Earth spaceship that's built above ground, and has modern things attached to it for heating and cooling. But if you're talking about the kind where you're dug into the side of a hill, just remember ventilation is key or you will die. All right, let's see here. Rainwater harvesting. We're gonna do that, but before we do that, I need to pay some bills. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see what we got today. Something I've been. Oh, you know what? Let me do. I haven't done these guys in a while. And guys, Hardcore Hammers. Go to hardcorehammers.com. One, they are sponsors for Prep Stock. And two, they sent us one of their survival hatchets. Oh, I want to play with this thing so bad. I want to do a video with like rah, doing stuff with it, but I don't want to mess it up. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll put it like an LP sticker on it. But I want to do a video with it so much, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And we're going to be giving that away at Prep Stock. If you haven't got your tickets yet, go to prepstock.net, buy your freaking tickets. Quit screwing around. The election has nothing to do with this. But anyway, also the reason why I'm telling you that is because they actually have a sale going on their website right now. I want to say it was, oh no, just go there because there's a certain percentage off. There's a certain percentage off. I have no code for them. I am not an affiliate. They are just sponsors. I make no money by telling you about Hardcore Hammers today, guys. Oh, by the way, that the one on the right, that's their survival hatchet. That's their survival hatchet. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn that template off. We're going to put this template on right here. Pacha! Okay, so rainwater harvesting. Guys, I've done this in the past. It's super duper easy. Capturing and storing rainwater can supplement your water supply. A DIY rainwater harvesting system includes installing gutters and downspouts to direct rainwater, into storage barrels or tanks. That's right. I'm a bit of an ogre. Adding a first, not in a bad way, but like in a like an ogre with a British accent. What is the name of the cartoon that I'm thinking about the green ogre with the British accent? Anyway, with the Austin Power accent. Adding a first flush diverter helps ensure cleaner water collection. This harvested rainwater can be used for irrigation, cleaning, and with proper filtration, even drinking, making it a versatile addition to any prepper's toolkit. I'm telling you guys right now, I used to actually have a first flush diverter. There's nothing to it. It is super simple technology. You can build the damn thing yourself. Not a joke. Not a joke. But I've actually drank water from my own system. Didn't die. But obviously there's some issues there between it coming off the roof and bird excrement the natural things and all these things that only make us stronger unless it kills us. But I definitely recommend people do that. Shrek, there you go. There you go. I'm that kind of ogre. Let's see here. West Virginia Pappy, 73 days until prep stock. Guys, you're going to start seeing more prep stock videos. I'm probably going to start doing a prep stock video every day once I finish with this next 3 days of promotions for this other for Land of Land. That you guys are going to start seeing me spending more time on the prep stock items that they have sent us, actually seeing what it is. What we got here? Catitude says, can only harvest rainwater if it's legal in your county or Duarte. Duarte? I don't know what that is. Duarte. I'm Joe Duarte. First flush system needed. Yes. I got you. State autocorrect sucks, man. I got you, Catitude. But here's the thing. What they don't know is what they don't know. It's that easy. It's 100% that easy. I mean, is the rainwater harvesting police going to show up at your house? Maybe not. But I'm going to lean on the side of like how the FCC goes after people who use radios that they're not supposed to against their rules. It's nice to know that exists, but I also want to drink water and survive. So yeah, that's a thing. All right. What do we got here? Ban everything. Oh, I love your icon. Hello. Hey, can everybody see ban everything's icon? I love that. If you go to any one of the if you want to add a GIF to Discord or to in other words, to find that GIF, okay, on any one of these search on any device that you're using that gives you the ability to add a GIF to something, type in liberal scream or liberal yell, and that picture will come up. It's like, no. It's so funny. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad to see you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm here Monday through Friday, as long as my body will let me do it. All right, what do we got here? I'm going to drink some coffee real quick. Exactly, Catitude. 100%. Exactly. I had mine up. I went through a process where I had the Prepper Homestead all set up, where I was actually doing rain catchment during the Obama years. In your face. And then I was going to sell my house, so I got rid of it. Now, here, what I actually had, I'm not joking. I may be like admitting to a crime right now. I'm kind of scared. But I actually had 6 4x4s holding up with cross braces, holding up 4 55-gallon pickle jugs, pickle barrels, the black ones that I had sanitized out. No, I never tasted any pickle juice, so we're good. And then they were all linked together, and then they went down to a down spigot. And the whole reason that I was going to wire them to my toilet, so the toilet would always flush because the property was on a well, and if you have a well and the power goes out, then you don't have a well. And the other thing was I was going to plummet to I said wire, and I will wire it to my toilet. That's dangerous. But I was going to plummet to the toilet to flush the toilets, and plummet to the kitchen to have a second tap that would be nothing but this rainwater catchment. And then the way you filter the water is you go by those RV filters, and you yeah. The only thing is during the winter, it kind of sucks because they like to freeze, even though they were black, and the water essentially never truly 100% froze. The hoses would get frozen. So good thing hurricanes don't come during the winter, right? All right, let's see here. Let's see. Remember to say Minecraft at the end. No, Minecraft is bad, guys. Listen, if you guys are playing Minecraft, or your kids are playing Minecraft, I would definitely. We actually have a Patreon or a Patreon, soon to be YouTube member. who had an issue with a stalker on Patreon. Apparently, these stalkers have figured out that, or not on Patreon, have figured out that they can go through the Minecraft servers and talk to your kids. So FYI, pay attention to what your children are doing. Let's see here. Let's see. Heat tape solves the freeze issue. Yes, absolutely. I used to use, when I lived in an RV, I used to use heat tape as well as a heated hose. You can buy hoses for RVs that actually have a coil running through them that keeps them warm in the winter. And so your water keeps running. But yes. All right, so we're going to move on to rocket stoves. Looks like lucky day for you guys. We're going to be going over our 1 hour mark because we're only on number 6. Rocket stove is an efficient wood-burning stove that can be constructed with simple materials like bricks, metal cans, or cinder blocks. These stoves use minimal fuel and produce intense heat with little smoke, making them ideal for cooking and boiling water in emergency situations. A DIY rocket stove project can be completed in a few hours and provides a reliable cooking method when conventional appliances are unavailable. Guys, I got to tell you. Building a rocket stove is not a project. It's not a project. Using a rocket stove is a project. Let me tell you why. The first and only rocket stove I ever built, I made out of red, just regular, what do they call them? Pavers. They're just red brick, right? I think it was either 22 or 34 of them. I literally just eyeballed what I saw on a video, went to Lowe's and bought that amount of bricks. I stacked them up and started experimenting with it. It's unbelievable. If you guys have never cooked with a rocket stove, you must do it. You can do it in your damn garage. Not joking. It uses a minimum amount of fuel, and it creates a massive amount of heat. So it's pretty ingenious and pretty simple. And when you're done doing all that, just stack the bricks in the corner of your garage. It's that easy. Not joking. Now, here's the magic. You got to find something to separate the pot or pan, whichever you're using, from the flat surface of the brick tube. It's of the brick. Basically, you're making a chimney, okay? And once you figure that out, some people take the tops off of their gas stoves, like the thing your pot would sit on, your burner. They take that off and they'll put it right on top of it. It fits right over the top of it. There are other ones out there that you can buy. There are some that you can buy that are just, they make them out of ammo cans or they're just like these permanent things. And that's great. I get it. I really get it. Okay. But I would look at the cost effectiveness of that. Okay. Also, you can adjust the heat, believe it or not, on a rocket stove by lowering or raising the distance of the actual chimney itself. Didn't know that, did you? So go find some twigs, buy some bricks, and do some practicing. Do some practicing, guys. There's no reason not to. It's almost free. Just go do it. Just go do it. All right, let's see here. Or even use grates or barbecue grates. Yes, that is true. That is true. But you need to create a distance. I would say probably at least 3/4 of an inch. At least 3/4 of an inch. Getting it down to where the air is just basically coming out. It's not too great. You need to be able to get that heat to bellow out. And otherwise, you're just going to, cook right in the center of your pot or pan. Let's see. Already have several small for preps. I don't know what that is. Watch for air pockets in bricks or stones like to explode. True, Dad. Also contemplate, like I said, I did that with pavers. Okay. So is it perfect? No. And in fact, sometimes the ones down at the bottom would break from the heat. But I would say do that as a practice run. Yeah. Because did you know you can actually buy fireproof bricks? There's an idea. There you go. All right, let's see here. Let's see. I got camp stoves need to stock up on gas. I got you. But last time I checked, the trees and the bushes Mother Nature, she ain't making no gasoline for you, brosif. Let that one sink in for a little while. Let's see here. The Aroma 4-cup rice cooker, actually 1 dry cup capacity, works with the small 300-watt solar panel. Whoa, that's interesting. So that ban everything. That tells me that I need to turn that off. Sorry, I left that on there forever. That tells me I really like that idea. The Aroma 4-cup rice cooker, actually 1 dry cup capacity, works with the small 300-watt solar power stations. Now we're getting ingenious. All right, I got it. All right, gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Andy says allegedly you can program both things to use GMRS FRS. Allegedly, yeah, allegedly. That's not possible, my friend. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next subject. Homemade candles in extended power outages. Having a source of light is essential. Making your own candles from materials such as beeswax, soy wax, or even recycled candle stubs can provide a sustainable light source. Adding essential oils for fragrance and using different molds for shapes can make the process enjoyable and practical. Learning these skills ensures you always have a means to illuminate your home. Oh, I made this one. I made this one out of fat. Works just fine. Works just fine. And don't tell me you ain't got any of these guys laying around. How long do you think this sucker's going to burn, man? All right. You probably have to like pour it out every half an hour or something. All right. Let's see here. Kentucky, do you mean like bricks laying in a furnace, fire brick or something? No, I'm not exactly sure what you're using or what you're speaking about, Kentucky Goatman. But no, a fire brick is a fire bricks are used to they use fire bricks primarily. You could buy them for your house the idea is that you're fireproofing your home. Also, you can use them to make your chimney with. But they're primarily used. There's one kind out there that I really like. I'm going to say fireproof bricks that you actually use they use them in kilns to block open. They'll actually make a kiln with these things. And they're bricks. Most of the time, they're actually white. They are not cheap. I'll tell you right now. Let's see here. Ban Everything says, I searched my area yesterday, only located 4 large oaks to gather dead branches for cooking, pines and sweet gums everywhere. Gotcha. Hey, but the thing is, if you're talking about limiting with the pines and sweet gums, yes, I know there's sap in there, but here the thing is you're using a rocket stove. So you're going to actually have the heat is high enough that you're going to have limited soot. It will still be there. Okay. Don't get me wrong. It'll still be that pine resin sucks. But dry the wood out. You know what I'm saying? Chop it up, prepare it for use in the stove, and then store it. Let it dry out, and you won't have those problems. Let's see here. Gum is good firewood. It is. Once again, let it dry out. Rose says you can use either beef or pork, but pork may be better since it is a harder fat. I honestly, guys, I made a video about this. And I cannot remember what I used. I can't remember what I used. It's so weird because I'm like, man, it's going to be like moldy or something. It's going to like go bad. No, it did not. Very surprised. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see. Something near and dear to my heart and also to Ian. Survival fishing kits. A portable fishing kit can be a lifesaver in wilderness survival scenarios. Assembling a DIY fishing kit involves gathering items like hooks, fishing line, sinkers, and lures into a compact container such as an Altoids tin. Including multi-purpose tools like a small knife or pliers enhances the kit's utility. This project ensures you have the means to catch fish or fish for food, supplementing your diet when other resources are scarce. All right. So we've all seen these kits. Some of them are good. Some of them are bad. I think the guiding light when you buy one of these kits or make one of these kits yourself is to ensure that you have the proper type of line. It should either be a metal line that you can reuse over and over. It will last forever and won't break. Or it should be a high quality filament line. Most of the kits that they sell these days, they're crap. It's like 5-pound test. It's not good. It's not good. Let's see here. I hacked a small area of bark off a sweet gum to gather the sap later as medicine. Look it up. What type of medicine? Expand on that, please. Ban everything. I appreciate you. Gum is good medicine. There you go. Where we at? And number 10, homemade dehydrators. Did you know you can do that? That's right. You can. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. America. So preserving food through dehydration extends its shelf life, making it a valuable prepper skill. Constructing a homemade dehydrator can be as simple as using a wooden frame, mesh screen, and a heat source like the sun or an electric bulb, believe it or not. This device can dry fruits, vegetables, and meats, preserving nutrients and flavor. A DIY dehydrator helps ensure you have a stockpile of food that lasts longer and takes up less space, crucial for long-term preparedness. Now, right about now, somebody's going, well, you could smoke your meat. And if I live in the woods, I could probably smoke my meat as well, but most people don't. Could you have a smoker? Yeah, probably. But there are some people that can't. Also, smoking requires a little bit of work. And some of these DIY dehydrators require zero work. So I recommend that you look into this as a fail-safe. And then the same as with the stove we were just speaking about, practice, use it, learn from it, write it down. Okay. Make sure learning has occurred. Otherwise, you're kind of wasting your time. You're just buying stuff at that point to put on your shelves in case something goes wrong. And one day you'll be prepared. You know, it's like, I don't know. You're in a bad situation. Your wife is freaking out. Your kids are wondering what's going on, and you're reading the frickin' instructions. It shouldn't be that way. Let's see here. Rose says, put a tray of sliced food or on dash of car with windows closed. Yes, you can cook the hell out of some food. I think that I don't know if you would consider that a dehydrator, because natural dehydration takes time. You would literally have to have a car you never got in to do that kind of stuff. I use my Weber 20-inch grill as a smoker. And more power to you, Ian. I love it. Yes, I dry in car. Oh, very interesting. Okay. How long does it take you? What are you drying? Okay. Or should I say, what are you dehydrating? Because that's what we're talking about. What are you dehydrating in your car, and how long does it take? Inquiring minds want to know. So now I'm going to drink some coffee while you type that in the chat for me, because we want to know. Ban everything says sweet gum sap has shown promise in fighting drugs, drug-resistant bacteria, and hypertension. It is a potent antifungal and an effective natural pesticide. I like that natural pesticide thing. I'm always looking for anything that's going to keep the bugs off me. It's not going to stop me from going into the woods, but the ticks here are insane. When I went to the range, I had like 5 ticks. I pulled 5 ticks out of me. No, 2 were crawling on me and 3 were in me. It's the ticks here during the season are absolutely bad. My girlfriend just opened the door and went, where? She works in the woods from time to time, and so I'm smarter than you. Let's see here. Paper bags for herbs and such. About 3 hours is a lot in the bag. I got you. Wow. So you're drying herbs in your car in paper bags, 3 hours. Gotcha. Oops. Smart. I like it. Okay. Let's see here. I think that we are reaching the end of the stream, but we're not quite there yet. Current score is 35 YouTube, 28 Rumble. So here's the thing, guys. We're going to close up with a little bit of an admin note. There's been a little bit of if you've made the transition, you're golden. If you haven't made the transition, you need to make the transition. When I talk about this, I'm not talking about changing your I'm talking about changing from Patreon over to the YouTube membership. Now, there are people that have a concern, first and foremost, giving YouTube money. Okay, I got it. I got it. If these are your principles, then so be it. But I will remind you that membership has its privileges. That's all I'm going to say about it. I won't be mean or anything like that. I'm just going to tell you how things are going to be. Secondly, if you don't want to make the transition, then that is your adult decision. I completely support it. But things will change. All right. People are asking why I'm doing this. And the reason is very simple. The experience that I'm able to offer you on YouTube is so much more powerful, is so much more um, um, uh, what's the word I'm looking for here? I really should have written this down. It's a more full experience than what Patreon offers. Now, Patreon has been causing problems lately. You guys don't get to see this, but every few months they'll change something, and that leaves me having to adapt to it. And running the Patreon has turned into a full-time job for me, and I don't like that. So that's another reason that I'm moving away from Patreon. Now, once again, there will be some changes. Some people will be hurt. Some people won't. Some people like this change. What I learned a long time ago in this whole online social media experience is that whenever I try to please every single person, I'm not happy. And if I'm not happy, I shouldn't be doing this. So I would take that to mind. And as usual, you guys are adults. Make your own adult decisions. I will never fault you for them. So with that said, guys, that's going to be it for today. I shall see you tomorrow or in the Discord if you are a member. And stay safe. Have a great day. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.